Good day, everyone, and welcome to Session Recap. My name is Nenad, and past week recap was it's really uh, I don't have a word for that, but maybe I can say that the previous webinar is at the top 3 of all Session Recap webinars because it gave us total pips pool for almost 550-60 possible pips. So if you traded setups that I posted last week, previous week, you would have made a really huge number of pips. And even today, price is still moving as I predicted. We have a lot of good trades. If you read my gold analysis, if you read my pound yen analysis, so it was very, very good. And now at this point, there are some retracements that I might see that we might see again as probable setups. So that is what I will be showing you and what I have prepared for you. But definitely the price is moving now in our favor, and I hope that this week will also provide us with a lot of pips. Before we start, as always, quick risk disclaimer: explain that CFD and Forex trading are leveraged. CFD and Forex are leveraged products and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. And this presentation and the video is for informational and educational purposes only. Have in mind that everything that you see here is my own it's my own opinion. And if you still don't know, please read the full risk disclosure on this web address. This is me, and I'm always there to help you, as you probably know, and always trying to give you the best possible setups on intraday and intra-week basis. Okay, so have in mind that the patience is always the key to trading success, because if you don't have patience, guys, well, that means that you will probably rush in trade, and that can be very, very bad towards your account. So always be prepared and have patience to trade what you see. Okay, rules and setups for our session recap: always give price a breathing room. You can enter within 50 pips of the predicted level if it's in agreement with your system. We call it POC or buffer zone. Use scaling in if you wish, and don't forget that you do your own traded money management. Respect your stop loss always. Add a spread to your stop loss even if you trade via ECN. Add 2 to 5 pip spread depending on pair traded. We take only one position per listed pair. It's either position or alternative trade, whichever hits first. Have in mind that the first touch of the zone is the most profitable. That is why we need to focus on the first touch. Positional trades are trend trades, and breakout trades and scalp trade levels are usually traded independently of any position. Depending on time and volatility, we use profit stop after 20 pips, but not less. That is very important for you to understand. Okay, also pay attention to my Twitter updates. Scalp trades that I post here are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. Scalp trades should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. All those trades are calculated by historical levels and Camarilla. Add these levels to your system, pay attention to trends, so you might find other trend-based entries. And the term pips pool, it's the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. Have in mind. Okay, so this is very important for you to understand. Now, past week results. These are past week results, 23rd of October 2017. These results represent the maximum pips pool that you could have made. So you can see that the week was exceptionally well for us, and that we could have made a very, very big number of pips. I've chosen pound dollar to be the trade of the week, but also we had a lot of other trades that also came in profits and that were excellent to trade. Euro dollar positional trade was good for 20 and 30 pips. Pound dollar was good for possible 100 pips. Scalp trade was good for 20 pips. Then Australian dollar positional trade was also good for 50 pips, but also if you let it go because it had a huge momentum, you could have made almost 200 pips. Dollar CAD alternative trade, 100 pip possible. Pound yen also, guys, 100 pip possible. Total pip pool 390 to 550. And definitely the trade of the week and the pair that I really enjoyed trading for the previous week, that was the pound dollar. But whatever pair, let's say pound yen is my favorite pair to trade. It could have been also the trade of the week easily. Australian dollar was also very good, especially, guys, if you sorry, if you trade slow moving pairs such as Australian dollar. You could have also made very good pips. Dollar CAD, everything went perfect. Andy saying Australian dollar was best in his opinion, and almost perfect pip. Beautiful stuff. Big man, thank you, Andy. Thanks a lot. You know, the thing is that, well, you will see. I put Australian dollar target price with 50 pips. So it went above my target. So that is why I said plus 200. But it was not the target. Basically, the target was hit and then the price actually overshot the target. So it was a bit overwhelming price action, and it was, I mean, it was very, very good. But you know, the thing is that the price really behaved as I wanted regarding Australian dollar, but also it behaved as well. I didn't know it could have made such big amount, number of pips, much more than I originally predicted. But still, I think it was good to trade, and I think that setups were almost perfect. Many of them were excellent, and this is the total maximum available number of pips. And again, hi to everyone who joined now. Now I'm showing past week results, but as you can see, also there were even more pips to make with our analysis, and all of this represents possible number. As I say, we can all trade the same method, the same things, but we will always have different results. It is because we all use different risk portfolio. We are all different, guys, traders. So you know, it's not like we are it's not like we are universally have that we universally have same results. It's normal that the results differ, especially because as you can see, we are trading on intraday time frames, and also there is much about risk whenever you take a trade. So it's very important that you understand that. Okay, so let's see now past week setups. So euro dollar was in downtrend. This vertical red line, it represents the time of our webinar, and this line here actually represents these lines represents the entry and possible target. Here, guys, you can see that the price easily went towards the respected zone, and euro dollar is a slow moving pair, but again it respected our analysis, and that is what I want to see. It was good to trade, and I like the analysis on euro dollar. Also, I think that this setup was pretty much successful. Whatever risk you took with a trade, especially because the setup that I posted came just after we finished our session recap. So it was activated here, and you can see it dropped and then it spiked up, but this drop is what counts. Pound dollar also was good. This is the time of our webinar. I said sell around 32.20. Watch this. The price came to 32.26 and it dropped like a stone from the POC zone. This was the POC zone. The price dropped heavily and we could have made nice amounts of pips. I hope that you took this trade, and generally this was a very good trade. and I hope that you made some nice pips here on this trade. You can see yes, euro dollar. Sorry guys, I thought that screen was unfrozen. Yeah, here this is the pound dollar. You can see the pound dollar. It was in downtrend. Exactly, we sold it from this spot. Okay, so this was the time of the webinar. Then the price came within the POC zone, and then we had a sell position. Bang! It went down. 31.25 was scalp long. Well, you could make here even pips on scalp position. That is why I said on scalp you could have made. Well, it was much more than 20 pips, but you know scalps are usually lower than 20. But let's say that the scalp was also good. And of course, I hope that you also made some nice pips to the downside, of course, trading the downside on pound dollar. Australian dollar, as Andy said, this could have been easily the trade of the week. A great trade from the Australian dollar. It's also, I can say, a slow-moving pair, but when you see that sometimes some things are happening in the market regarding the Australian dollar, then you know that there could be at a time when Australian dollar shines, and the Australian dollar actually shined. It's shown actually during the previous week. Very, very good setup. I said sell around 78.20. That was my trading idea. The price got to 78.25. It dropped like a stone. My target was 50 pips from the price, but actually if you waited even a little bit more than this, you could have made even 200 pips. Andy actually said that he made a great pips with Australian dollar. For maybe also for some of you, the Australian dollar was indeed the trade of the week. So I think that I think that Australian dollar actually behaved as analyzed, and that we actually I can show you now that we can actually make money on some pairs that are also slow, such as this Australian dollar. Now let's move on to okay now dollar CAD. Well, it's not my favorite pair, but of course it's one of the pairs that I prefer to trade. Dollar CAD positional buy 26.00, stop 25.70, TP 27.25, alternative sell 27.25, stop 27.60, TP 26.40. Dollar CAD, another good setup on dollar CAD. I hope that you caught this setup, because you see the price didn't actually I need to explain to people who are newcomers. When I say buy or sell, we always have 50 pip buffer, because I always do the analysis before the fact. I never do any post-fact analysis. That is why you have with my analysis and charts, you almost have a signal like analysis, guys. It's almost like a signal. So that is why I'm saying you need to really read between the lines. So this is positional buy. So it's usually 15 pip to the both sides. So it means that you can buy at 26.15, 26, 25, 85. So 15 pip buffer to the both sides. Stop loss is never moved. So you see the price came to 26.20 and it went up. I mean, I cannot be like I cannot be like a supercomputer perfect, because it's not natural that I know the price to the single pip. But when you see this and you see that the price is actually rejecting, do your own analysis, put a trend line and make an entry here instead of there, because sometimes it might happen, okay, it might happen that the price actually gets 5 or 6 pips close to the zone and then it rejects. But who could have known that? If I knew that, I would probably make more than George Soros by now, right? So that is why you always need to be a little bit, flexible with the price. But actually, this is where you could have made you could have made money with my analysis, because again, the price was respected almost to the pip. Watch this, 27.23 sell. Wow, guys, huh? What do you say? And here, I mean, I'm really proud when I do the analysis, because I always repeat, I want you to make money, okay? And even if you lose money, I want you to lose with a lower risk, not with a big risk. So it's very important that you understand that sometimes even if we miss a setup on some pairs for few pips, do your own judgment, okay? And you can still make some pips even if the price does not pull back towards the POC zone. Pound yen, guys, pound yen, my favorite forex pair. Dangerous, but can be rewarding. It can be incredibly rewarding pair. I really need to make a special seminar or webinar why the pound yen is still the best pair to trade on forex market. And even today, guys, if you read, I did also pound yen analysis. It was 80 pip drop, almost 80 pip straight from the POC zone. So I was very happy, and I'm still very happy with the pound yen, because pound yen for me is really one of the best pairs to trade. Of course, it's very volatile and it can be dangerous, but if euro dollar makes 20 pips, going with the momentum of pound yen can make you 100 pips. So pound yen is excellent, although dangerous, but it can be a very fast way to raise your account up from a small account, let's say 3-point to 4-point figure account. Yeah, this is what happened. We had a buy position here, the price went there, then it was bought here actually. That is why I say always trade the first rejection in the zone. This was the first rejection in the zone, and of course we made money with this, and I hope that you also made money with a great and my favorite pound yen. Okay, let's see what I prepared for today and tomorrow, possibly the day after tomorrow. So have in mind that euro dollar, not euro dollar, but everything that I show you here is valid to today, tomorrow, and very often a day after tomorrow. It means until Wednesday morning, because on Wednesday in the afternoon I have my Wednesday live trading session. So that means that these setups should be closed before then. At least you can make some profit stops if they're in profit. Euro dollar is in downtrend. I'm looking to sell around 1680 with a stop loss of 1720, TP 1630, TP2 1590. Buy setups can come in play around 1580. Stop is 1640, TP 1550. So a lot of possible pips on euro dollar. But as I say, euro dollar is a little bit slow. So sometimes you will not be able to make that amount of pips. But yet again, if you go in the right direction, it can be very rewarding. Also, this is the screen. Just give me a few seconds and I will show you the. Okay. Okay, so this is euro dollar here, and you can see euro dollar has had a big drop, okay, from this spot, okay, and also it had like some sort of a wedge, but you can see here it dropped. Now it's trying to go and retest some levels. If you drop down to this time frame here, you can see actually that we have a lot of confluence here. And also I will show you now. Here, guys, you see? This is it. It's 38.2. I think that the pair will probably reject, and I still have big hopes for this pair because, as I say, it's not fast, but it can make money, and it can be very, very good if you get in the direction. So the original idea, yeah, stop losses, guys, this is typo. So 1540. Euro dollar 1680, sell 1720, stop TP 1630, TP 21590. Okay. Position buy 1580. Stop loss is 1540. So it's approximately 40 pip of a stop loss. And the target is 1650. Okay. So this is the setup for euro dollar. Let's see which setup will happen first, but I would love to see another sell on euro dollar, but you know, it's a bit weak, so I'm not sure that the pair will have momentum. Maybe it will, but definitely it's a downtrend, and you can see here the price is still moving. This is the POC zone, very, very clear POC zone, WH3. So this is weekly H3, EMA 89, daily H3, 38.2, ATR projection. So I really expect if the price gets there, it can reject. Now this should actually break and price should close a clear close above this trend line. Then we could see a spike towards this level and drop. As I say, I don't know if the pair will have momentum, but definitely euro dollar now is in downtrend. Ilya is here saying hello. Hello, Ilya. So for all of you who joined up a little bit later, this was the past week result. We had a lot of pips on the table. One of the best sessions so far, between 390 to 550 pips. Everything was good. And this is euro dollar setup. Now let's see. Andre is asking, isn't it too risky to buy on 1580? Well, why risky? I mean, you know, everything depends how much risk you want to put into your trade. But here, this is ATR projection low. This is weekly L1. This is also a previous low, okay? So even if the price drops there, it should be bought. At least you can protect your trade after some 20, 30 pips and see what will happen. Because the price, if it drops here, it will also find historical buyers from this spot, and also it can make a double bottom. I mean, this is weekly low, ATR projection low. There was 55 people buying, 60 pips of buying from this spot, so you could, I think that the price could indeed drop from the level. But of course, as I say, you take only one position, whichever hits first. Yeah, we might see a strong bounce on second attack of the level, but I always say, guys, take the first entry in the zone. Usually the first entry in the zone is the most profitable. Pound dollar is in downtrend, sell position 32.50, stop 32.90, TP 32.20, TP2 31.80, buy around 31.50, stop 31.20, TP 32.50, and possible scalp long at 1.3125. Okay, so this is what I can say again. I mean, this is basically not similar setup, but for buy setup on pound dollar. I think really that let me show you that 31.50 could actually spike another leg to the upside, because this is now looking like an intraday uptrend. But of course, we might see a sell position. Sell position is around this level. Also, it's a retracement level. It's very close to 78.6 and 88.6. Actually, this is the 88.6, and the price could reject from this zone, drop down. Buying could happen around 31.50. 31.50 is daily H1, so we might see a buying also from this zone here. Well, let's see what will happen. We need to be patient. We need to be ready to act. And of course, we should not be greedy by any way. 31.25 is the scalp. So if the price gets there, big confluence. So if you might probably make a naked scalp here, 31.25. Stop loss below L1 around 31.05, 20 pip stop, and scalp to the upside. Australian dollar, it's ranging. 77.30 is sell, stop loss 77.70. TP again 76.30. Sorry, this is typo again. So 76.30 is the price. Let me correct the slide. Okay, so this is it. 77.30 sell, target 76.30, buy position 76.20, stop loss 75.90, TP 77.30, and this is it. Australian dollar sell position 77.30. It's weekly H3, so if the price gets there, it should be a nice confluence. It's 61.8, weekly H3, daily H4, bang, it should drop. 76.30 is, sorry guys, this is it, corrected now. You see, this is corrected slide, sell 77.30, stop 77.70, TP 76.30. Okay, and so the price could actually get here, then it can start to reject. That is why I'm watching a rejection from here around 76.30 final, but you need to watch these Camarilla levels, add them to your chart. It should be easier for you than to trade them. And also a lot of confluence here, but as you can see, I want a little bit more of a pullback, but have in mind that this zone here can also be good for shorting. 76.90, 77.00. Just observe the price when it gets there and act accordingly. I think that this actual zone can be good for selling also. Okay, so pay attention. Dollar yen, 130.50 sell, 130.80 stop, 112.50 TP, or buy alternative trade, 112.50, 112.20, TP 113.30. So Australian dollar, so dollar yen is, we could maybe see a sell trade soon. This is the spot, although this order block is stronger, but it also fits in the zone. So this zone here, it could come and reject. This low here has been broken. So this is double bottom. So the price could come here, retest, another retest of the zone, and then drop. Buy position 112.50, weekly H5, a lot of historical buying here, and this level hasn't been tested during this week. So if the price gets there, I think we will have a buy set up. Let's see which setup will happen first. But this is what I see on dollar yen. And finally, pound yen, 150.50 is buy position. Sorry guys, sell position. This is typo, I will correct it. This is sell spot. I still think that pound yen could be sold on rallies. My analysis today on pound yen was to sell at 148.80, but I also think that if it gets there 150.50, we could see a sell trade. Stop 150.80, TP 148.50, buy trade 148.50, stop 108.20, 149.10. So we could see actually a drop because the price got here, it started to drop, and if the price breaks below 149.19, it will, I think, get to 148.5065, this zone. There is the zone where we could see a probable buy trade, but 149.10 is the maximum I think it can go, because it's actually counter trend setup. So again, pound yen could even drop from these levels. It can drop here. Then if it drops here, let's see what will happen. But it could be probably bought from this region in a form of possible counter trend trade. Okay, guys. Now I will roll the slides and you can ask questions. Let's start with the euro dollar, and you can start with questions. Okay, so these were the slides. Now again, guys, for all of you join Admiral Markets, very good trading execution. It's straight through processing. You can also see level 2 market depth, and I also trade, of course, with Admiral Markets. So get here and trade. Okay, and yeah, we got the best award for education on multiple occasions. Okay, now let's see the question. What do I think about New Zealand dollar? New Zealand dollar, well, heavy downtrend. Okay, heavy downtrend. You need to wait for retracement. This is the first order block here, and you really need to wait. The price could maybe go up now, but I would sell only if the price retests this level or this. So New Zealand dollar is actually, well, it's actually very, very bearish. So it really needs a strong momentum to the upside to actually make any sort of retracement. So be careful with this if you want to go long, simply because the price is very bearish at this point. Okay, so only if the price gets its momentum above the 38.2, you might expect possibly this level or this level. So any of here could go, could reject the price. Okay, then the question is about gold. Let me actually log in to gold chart. Give me a few seconds. Gold, okay. This is the gold here, and as I said, it could reject from this level here. And if you read my analysis, guys, today, you could have made at least some pips by now, because I said it was published on Admiral Markets first, that gold will probably get here, then reject, if you read the analysis. Okay. And here you can see that actually it came to this spot and it started to reject. So I think if this level holds, it should drop even more. That is what I think. Let's see, next question. Let's see. Sell gold in dollar. That will be more profitable. Yes, I will show you XAU dollar indeed. Wait just a second. Okay, so let me actually log to XAU gold. Okay, so just give me a few seconds. Let's see. You see, it's rejecting where I predicted, and yes, definitely that was the level. So all of these guys setups, as I say, are for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. So treat those as it is. But it's if this keeps being strong, I think it could reject more to the downside. But watch these Camarilla pivots. I always do, guys, analysis and trading with my Camarilla pivots. New Zealand dollar yen. Let's see the next question. New Zealand dollar yen. Okay, give me a few seconds. Okay, here it is. Big downtrend, but it's now at support. So we might see an upside spike. But if it wants to go somewhere, it should be here, and then you sell it. So a break of this level would probably lead the price here, and then this is strong POC. It could actually drop the New Zealand dollar. Pound dollar long setup. This is pound dollar long setup. Here. Yes, 31.50 is possible level that the price will reject, and 31.25, if it drops below, is level to go long on scalp. The question, Nenad, how can I find FIBA level, Admiral Markets? I don't know, Ahmed. You need to send me the screenshot of the indicator that you want to have, and I'll take a look. I don't know about that indicator. Just send me a screenshot to my email. Okay, next question, guys. I got dollar CAD down to 1.275, then up. Dollar CAD. Yeah, this is downtrend, and there is a scope really to get to this weekly L3 indeed. If it gets there, then I think it could reject to the upside, because we don't have any test of weekly H3 and weekly L3. So it could go then down and then reject to the upside. Yes. Okay, guys, do you have any question more? I will roll the slides again so you can actually take a screenshot if you missed some of the webinar. Egil is asking, please take a look at GBP New Zealand. What are your opinion on short-term and weekly? Okay, let me see. Carmen is saying thank you for your help. You're welcome, Carmen. Okay, this is GBP New Zealand. Weekly is showing momentum to the upside, and have in mind that weekly charts are having W breakout at this point. So the price is breaking off this W pattern, and this is bullish pattern. So GBP New Zealand could go more to the upside. For short trades, I don't see any shorts at this point. This is very bullish for me. Watch this, W. Only shorts maybe are possible here, 1.2450. But at this point, this is buy the dip scenario. Totally buy the dip. Gulad is asking about Euro GBP. This looks like a downtrend. And let's see. Yeah, the price could get here and start to reject. Euro GBP now is in downtrend, but this could be a start of retracement, Gulad. So the price could get above this level, go up, and then start to reject. So pay attention to it. Euro GBP. Do you have any other question, guys? I will roll the slides again, and if you don't have any questions, then we can call it a day. I hope that this webinar will be at least 50% successful as previous one, because we are really doing a very good job with these setups. A euro dollar downtrend and possible also buy position. Pound dollar trend trade up and counter trend trade. And Modris is saying too good. Yeah, thanks. Andy, quick look at GBP AUD. Yeah, of course. This is Australian dollar. This is dollar yen. And pound yen. A quick look on GBP AUD. Yeah, buying the dip on this. If the price gets more to the upside, wait for the price to get here, retest this level and go up. GBP AUD is in a strong uptrend. Euro dollar could be a retracement and then up, but this is, guys, not a coincidence. This is a strong zone also on intraday time frames. That is why the price is reluctant to go more to the upside. The TP for the GBP dollar is 32.20. Let's check it. Should be, yeah, first one. Albert, any tips for me to be a better trader? Albert, just listen to me, what I have to say. Come to my webinars Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Watch my price action training school and use the low risk. Everything about trading, the most of it is risk management, proper risk management. That is very important. Thank you, Andy, for your comments. Thanks a lot. So guys, pay attention to this. Watch this happening. And really, I really appreciate your comments. Let's see what we will have today. Have in mind, these setups are valid today, tomorrow, and early Wednesday, and we trade the first entry in the zone, as always. Thank you, guys, and I appreciate your comments. Talk to you soon. Cheers. Trade safe.